Alright guys, I'm going to hand it over to MC Biosparks. He's going to take you through Game 3 with Codecaster Automed. Take it away, boys.
Alright, so we're on Semwa now, and as everyone knows, this Semwa leads to pretty much some pretty epic games. Like, remember the 7 Razor final? That was like a pretty sick series which started off on Semwa, I believe, so... Well, what do you expect to see on this map?
Not exactly sure. I'm kind of expecting a little bit of campy Wehrmacht play in the center, maybe some wire and some machine guns. Not really sure what to expect out of the Americans, though. We'll have to. I think they're gonna kind of be reacting here. Personally, I hate the map, so we'll see how this goes.
Alright, well, I'll be spectating as EpsilonSeb, so if you want to head over and watch Aimstrong.
Will do.
Listen up, squad.
Alright, and we'll be starting the replay in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, unpause, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have a standard Wehrmacht build, just with the barracks. It looks like he's gonna not go for the double build on the Wehrmacht quarters, so obviously that means most likely a Volk start. Most likely it.
It'll be interesting to see if he goes 4 rifle or 3 rifle weapon support here. Weapon support can be really good on this map, considering how difficult it can be made
personally,
for
I
flanks.
actually enjoy going like faster mate here on someone.
I don't know, I tend to dislike it myself, but these guys are the experts for a reason, so let's see what they do.
I know a lot of players do complain about how the plus 10 fuel, because considering how most of the action happens in the middle, and you have the plus 10 fuel, which is kind of like out of the way, and they have to like sacrifice like an MG or a Volk squad to guard it. And I know my mentee MMP, a little shout out to him, he always has a bit of trouble on this map, so if he's watching this, he can probably learn a thing or two about how Seb likes to hold his own on Semwa.
Yeah, one of the best things to do is to just put the wire around it, if you're willing to sacrifice the time, because at least it keeps rifles away.
Yeah, that's a very good thing to do. It's a bit harder on, obviously when you're laddering you spawn on left side sometimes, so it's a bit harder to do on the left hand side, but with the hedge obviously it's like a big amount of time decreased of actually doing it, but then as you said, it means that you have to cap those munitions later, and if someone opens up Jeep first, you can actually end up getting caught with your pants down, putting that wire down.
Yeah, and then you're just behind all over.
Rifle squad has the objective.
So we have a double Volk build order from Seb, so it'll be interesting to see if he actually gets the sniper. So having Seb as old build is always nice to have, nice to see.
It's very strong on this map too, because you can set those Volks up behind some green cover and the rifles just can't get close. And you know, make it a pretty impenetrable wall behind those Volks for the sniper to just free fire.
Absolutely. I mean, there's so many, like there's the church and the 2 buildings on the Wehrmacht side as well. I mean, even 2 more buildings behind the hedgerow, and the sniper just takes picking off rifles, and worst comes to worst, they can either retreat quickly or even dive in a house and keep on shooting.
Yep, exactly. Got a nice little fight going up by the 5 fuel in the north. And looks like US is going to win this one. Volk squad almost going down. Oh, just able to make it out of there.
Yeah, I was quite worried about that Volk squad. It looked like quite a few crits hit that Volk squad quite badly.
Yeah, now those engineers are going right for that 10 fuel. If they're able to decap and recap that for the American side, that could slow the Wehrmacht teching down quite a bit, force them into a longer T1, or perhaps even force a tier 2.
And the sniper is about 80% completed, so he is going for Seppa's build. It's going to be really interesting to see how he pulls this off. I mean, he's already being harassed at his fuel point. Bit of action in the middle as well, so if he can hold off, I mean, you can tell that he's stalling with the church and everything, so he just really wants to get that sniper out, and then once that sniper is out and starts racking up the kills, then that's when Aimstrong's going to be under a lot of pressure to either deal with the counter snipe or transition into something that, you know, can at least return the pressure.
Right. Utilizing that blind spot at the church, only one Volk's able to fire out the windows there, just slowly whittling him down. And the fourth rifle comes out. There goes that sniper taking a chunk out of those riflemen over by the cutoff. And Aimstrong's really got very commanding control of the map right now. Volk's trying to recap that fuel. He's got both of the end VPs about to capture his second 16 munitions.
Oh, this sniper might be in a bit of trouble.
Gotta be careful with that two-man rifle, though.
Yeah, it looks like Seb plays it safe and dives out the house after the retreating rifle. And yeah, you can't sit around capping points when there's a sniper around. That's just like a constant manpower drain. So now that the machine gun's out, Seb can probably have a bit more stability. He's gonna hold off a few flanks here and there, and with a decent munitions, he's got about coming up to 50. So you could probably lay 2 mines here and there.
Yeah. If he's able to get that MG set up in a crucial position by the cutoff or something like that, he can try and use that sniper to force Aimstrong's hand into making a bad flank or a bad push into the machine gun and completely force him off the map again, which will, you know, open him up for a long time. Got that sniper capturing the south VP.
Yeah, it's always pretty funny to see ballsy moves like that. And it does look like Aimstrong's going for quick M8, or at least maybe even a quad, who knows.
We are losing a sector.
Because that sniper pecking away at rifles in the center again. Just trying to get that VP cap, get the VP bleed going.
The Germans are after one of our munitions points.
Now Seb's tapping up to tier 2, and he has a few mines laid out as well, so if Aimstrong isn't careful with that M8, at least I think it's going to be an M8, I'm not spectating him, yeah, he could get into quite a lot of trouble if he runs over a mine and then a Panzerfaust, and then that pretty much ruins the whole M8 timing push. But with tier 2 just about being completed now, and he's retreating a Pioneer squad, I'm assuming he's going to get the pack out sooner or later.
Yeah. Well, both of those mines are in the south, so unless he goes down there, it's pretty much safe. But he has cut off Seb's fuel once again. Oh, and a mine laid right there at the cutoff.
Harassment on Seb.
From us. This is Able Company territory now.
Laying down the mine. Famous Seb mine right in front of that T2.
Supply lines
Yeah, it's almost pretty much standard play now these days. I never do it. I never lay mines outside the tier 2 just because of, after seeing that replay between Seb and Razor, it's just like it's too risky, just don't do it.
Oh yeah. And here comes that M8, it's upgrading with both the skirts and the machine gun, and as of now it's completely uncontested and there's no Wehrmacht mines up at the north side of the map right here. Rolling out without that skirt's kinda risky though.
Yeah, it looks like he's just staying at a safe distance until it finishes upgrading.
Yeah, there it goes. Oh, and Aimstrong's almost able to kill off that retreating Volk squad. They just got a sliver of health running back into the base.
I think Seb's in a bit of trouble here. He's not got any of his fuel at all apart from the +5 disconnected further away, but the main fuel outside his base and the other fuel up in the north as well has been disconnected. There's an M8 out in the field, and the pack is... No, sorry, he's going to get a Grenadier squad first. I'm guessing he's going to get the Panzer Shrek with the munitions that he's got stored up, but even then, the pack is more of a hard counter, and the Shreks can just be kited all day, so... I don't know, it looks like as if we may be seeing Aimstrong just sort of stalling for as much time as possible, just making sure he doesn't get his fuel back for as long as he possibly can stall it for, and
oh, he's trying to draw him right across that mine with his sniper.
Like, it could lead to
oh, here it goes. Oh, and he just drives around the spot. He knew that mine was there, and he did not take the bait. Just a little bit too obvious.
I think after that replay in the last finals, if you know you're playing against Seb, you just know that he's probably put a mine there anyway, so it's sort of in the future events it does like sort of, you know, end up as a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Oh, and he hits it!
Anyway.
And he does get the M8 mine down. Hopefully he gets off of that before the Faust goes.
Yeah,
otherwise it's completely wasted.
As, the mine went down.
He needs to get away and get off that mine so he doesn't waste it. Or did he? No, he didn't even plant it.
Yeah, it looks like they both cancelled. That's actually pretty good. Seb cancelled the pack when he saw the mine being laid, and he cancelled the M8 mine. So actually, that kind of stalled the pack for a while.
That was very well done. He knew he was going to lose it anyway, so why not? You know, why waste the munitions? And Bars just finished upgrading, trying to kill that machine gun on the retreat.
Yeah, they just escaped.
Just makes it away. And looks like we got an infantry doctrine here. Riflemen laying some mines.
This is the one hard thing about once you've been run off as Wehrmacht on somewhere, you have to go back into the middle again. And more often than not, when you're playing against a good American player, they've laid mines on the road and stuff, so it forces you to make a sort of minesweeper. Or just as I say that, Seb just upgraded a minesweeper himself, so he knows that's exactly what's happening. It's like the sort of premeditation that all these good players always have is, okay, I've been run off, usually people lay mines, I'm gonna get a minesweeper.
Yep, hopefully he's able to defuse it before the or cancel it before the minesweepers defuse it. Or can they even defuse a half-built mine? Yeah, it looks like they did. And Aimstrong's completely forced off the field.
Mine as well.
Reporting construction complete.
Got a weapon support going up now. I'd assume that's to try and get that counter snipe off for that very brazen sniper capturing the mid VP all by himself.
Support center is now active.
Just out there taunting.
Okay, people. We're losing them as fast as we're getting.
Yeah, I really like what Aimstrong's doing at the moment. He's used motor pool barracks and weapons. Well, he's just built the weapon support, so he's using a wide variety of units to counter the tier 1, tier 2 play that Seb's going for, and I would like to see probably another M8 since they're really good this patch, but that's just on a personal note.
He's got that MG on the bridge there. And there's just really not much he can do at this point.
Looks like this flame engine.
Those NGs better watch out. Very nice job getting that rifle squad past the cone of fire.
Yeah, I'm quite impressed that actually got past.
But they're just getting tore by those Volks on the approach. That other squad's getting around to the side, forcing to pack up. Those other guys are probably going to unsuppress in just a moment here. Can he force that that retreat? Oh, snipers on cloak. Oh, that's a very bad retreat path right there. And he gets the sniper.
Wow, that's going to be really detrimental.
Yeah, he bled out a lot of MP3 rifles there, but he did get the sniper, which is pretty damn big. And he's still bleeding manpower. He just needs to get those rifles out of there. We have a sniper building for Aimstrong now. He's got no manpower left to reinforce his squads, but he's going to be able to just pick those grenadiers away.
Go ahead and do a quick time sync since it's pretty much a good time.
I'm going to 14, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of sight.
Well, I'm actually surprised Seb actually managed to come back into this. You know, he had like no fuel and no territory at all. I think the loss of the M8 was really bad for Aimstrong. You know, it's like he was so far ahead with that M8 because there was nothing that could directly challenge it, and then he ran into the mine. So, I mean, to be honest, he should have known. Come on, Seb is the person who pretty much set the standard for putting a mine outside the tier 2. You just don't do it against Seb. Of all people, just don't do it, and you know, you paid for it in the end.
Yeah, and he made such a conscious effort of avoiding it initially as well when the sniper tried to bait him over, and I figured, you know, he just knows it's there, so he's going around it with such an obvious bait. But he ended up running into it in the end, and I think it cost him pretty dearly.
Yeah, he's
Rifleman
definitely
almost dying on that mine there.
Another M8 though, because there's a Puma on the way, and the weapons, well, unless he gets like a lucky MG armor-piercing round burst or something off on this Puma, it's gonna force him to make at least an AT gun or at least a Puma. Not a Puma, sorry, an M8.
Forward supply lines are broken.
Sniper misfired. I guess the auto cover isn't completely fixed yet.
The initiative.
Point captured. Taking fire.
Yeah, I've been having a bit of trouble with the sniper fire myself. It never seems to shoot when I want it to. It just dives for cover still. So, but I mean, that's just from personal experience, and maybe I'm just unlucky.
It seems to only happen on attack moves. If you directly click on something, he'll stop right there and fire. But Aimstrong is he's only got 200 manpower right now and no AT on the field. So I don't think he's even really quite aware that that Puma's out until about right now, and he can hear it.
Yeah, he's gonna need something to challenge this Puma. At least stickies to stall for time, but he definitely needs like the AT on the M8 soon.
Yeah, he just went for stickies and then canceled it a second later. I think he might be trying to grab Rangers. Yep, Rangers just researched. Jumping everybody into buildings.
Yeah, it's the best thing to do, just to stall for time while this Puma is out. I mean, as long as there aren't any like sort of flamethrower pioneers around to take you out, the Puma doesn't do too much damage against buildings, but yeah, the Rangers just come onto the field now, so hopefully he can start to deal with it. But as I've said before, Rangers aren't considered hard counters to Pumas, since you know, you can well-microed Puma is very hard to kill.
Yeah. And I don't think he has any mines remaining to slow the Puma down either.
We're losing a point.
I think all of them have been triggered. I just hope he doesn't run those Rangers over that mine right there. He flamed it a bit, it's almost dead, and the Rangers hit it. That's no good for him at all. His Aimstrong has just completely lost momentum here.
Yeah, we have seen quite a big, large momentum shift. I mean, the second Puma's out in the field, and these Rangers are going to need like some sort of building cover or something to survive this onslaught. I mean, he's got supporting infantry coming onto the field now as well, so we're going to need like some sort of light armor or AT guns at least to counter this sort of tier 3 play from set.
Yeah, he's got sticky bombs researching now, but I feel it's a little bit too little too late, because these Pumas are just tearing his rifles apart, and there's nothing he can even try to do to hold ground right now. He's got to play extremely conservatively with this sniper to keep it from getting overrun.
We're losing a munitions plant.
It looks like Seb is floating 6 CPs at the moment, so he's probably thinking maybe Terror or Blitz, I think. It doesn't look like he's going to be going for defensive anytime soon.
Yeah.
Composition B is in.
Either way, with a big tank coming out and Rangers for AT, that could be a pretty big shift from countering light vehicles to countering heavy armor.
Yeah, I mean, at some point in this game he's going to need AT guns, because once even if a Stug gets made, you know, you're going to need an AT gun to counter that.
Yeah, and he's just having so much trouble getting any amount of manpower saved up just because his rifles are bleeding so hard. Finally got enough breathing room to lay a couple of mines down at that crossroads north of the church. Oh, and a sticky lands on that Puma to the south. Oh, and it kills it!
Enemy unit down.
Wow.
Observation posts report we are losing a sector.
That was a very fortunate turn of events for him. And it looks like that other Puma's about to run over a mine. Oh, and it hits it. Destroyed engine. If he needs to get those Rangers down there. And he just runs them right into a machine gun. He needs to get those Rangers to that Puma quick before those Pioneers repair the engine. Oh, and Seb's got a new sniper out.
Looks like it's going to be worth the risk, but now that the exhaustion's hitting in, so is he going to get the shots?
Oh, wow! Both hit from long range.
Seb is in
Wow.
disbelief.
Yeah, after being completely unable to kill Pumas when they should have died repeatedly. And then he gets extremely lucky killing Seb's Pumas.
Grenades have arrived.
Yeah, it's one of those typical things where everyone says, man, when I used to make Vet 3 Pumas, they always get hit by AT guns, and whenever I play against someone who makes Vet 3 Pumas, I never hit them.
That's that luck factor right there.
Ground out there.
Which makes the game interesting, but God, it can be frustrating at times.
Absolutely, and well, we have Terra being picked by Seb, so it looks like he's 2 CPs away from a King Tiger as well, so the sooner he gets the AT guns pumping out, you know, the better. I mean, Aimstrong's now looking really good now. We've just seen another momentum shift. The 2 Pumas completely wiped off the field. Now we have like some dominating infantry, so the only way I can see another momentum shift is when the King Tiger pops out or something, but if those AT guns are out in time, it shouldn't be too much of a problem.
Yeah. He can't know that Terror's been chosen yet, but he's got to feel it by now because he's got no Storms, no Stew, no for the Fatherland or anything, so he's got to know it's Terror. And he knows his own CP count, so he's got to know Seb's too, and right now his big objective is to force Seb completely off the field before that KT comes out so he can mine it up, get the AT guns in position that he needs, otherwise it's going to be game over for him if he gets caught, you know, off his foot when that monster rolls onto the field.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even now we've seen like 3 mines being laid by Aimstrong in the field, so like right across this line around the church. And up in the north, you know, Seb's trying to capture some points just as much as he can. Look, even more mines being laid down on this road when previous mines have been triggered, so Aimstrong knows that anything he can do now to stall for time and gain any more sort of just a way to get ahead in this game is going to pay off when that KT rolls out.
Yeah, I got some Grenadiers in the south here actually being upgraded with a light MG42, which is something you rarely see even in casual games.
We're losing munitions.
I don't think LMGs weren't fixed. Actually, wait, there was something about LMGs I think in the patch notes, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
Their accuracy at long range was increased by about 30%.
Germans are seizing territory.
That's a pretty significant buff, so yeah, we may see more LMGs being used in the future, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, they were pretty good before in certain situations, but now that they're actually an upgrade at all ranges, I definitely see them getting more use. Riflemen by that field point putting up a pretty good fight, but they're about to get pinned here from that half-track suppression. Those Grenadiers just getting reinforced. It's just a losing battle here.
Again, I think it's just him stalling for time as best he can.
Yeah, trying to bleed out a little bit more manpower than he loses. Oh, buying time for those Rangers to come in. Oh, and there goes Force Retreat.
So yeah, now he definitely knows the KT.
Oh, got a battle in the center of those Grenadiers. Oh! LMG's Grenadiers just went down the center, hit a mine, and got killed on the retreat. Very unlucky there for Seb.
Drop the actual MG itself. Just imagine like a Vet 3 bar squad with like LMGs as well.
Yeah, that's always painful.
Oh, and a grenade.
We got some crazy fight. Got this big flank going in the center over that MG. That half-track fight going up on the north. MG goes down. I don't think those bars are going to be able to hold up to that Grenadier team there with the sniper picking away at him. But we got Aimstrong sniper coming in. Vet 2 on those rifles now, forcing the Grenadiers to retreat. Trying to push towards that sniper. Kills the Grenadier squad. Sniper has to retreat.
Oh wow.
This is very, very bad for Seb.
Yeah, I mean, the grenades are actually a really good choice because they bypass the elite armor factor of the Grenadiers, which is a really, really good choice. And the fact that you managed to get 2 kills now with Grenadiers, so one was the LMG squad, one was the Vet 2 squad, so I think Aimstrong's really gonna be in a good position to deal with the KT, I think now. Like, he's got 2 AT guns on him. I think that was an off-map combat group, wasn't it? So
yeah.
He couldn't really have asked for something better.
Yeah, a rifle, a mortar, and 2 AT guns, so pretty much the best thing he could get in this situation.
Oh man, it's every Wehrmacht player's worst nightmare to have your own MGs turned against you.
Yeah, and Aimstrong in a very strong position now. Able to take that cutoff. And that pretty much removes all of his munitions income, with the exception of the 2 north and south points. Got a fresh Puma on the field. But that Puma just came in the face of a Ranger and 2 brand new AT guns, so he's going to have a very tough opposition as soon as he arrives.
Yeah, although he is making a Nebelwerfer, so it could make the AT guns a bit problematic, but obviously Nebelwerfers aren't as bad as they were last patch, so but they will just literally destroy AT guns.
That Puma just cut down a rifle squad that was able to get the sticky, but at what cost?
Yeah, Aimstrong really needs to be careful not to lose any squads. I mean, he's ahead, and he needs to get more ahead. You know, he doesn't want to lose any unnecessary squads that can put him behind after being in such a bad position at the mid-game. You know, he's really turned it around and he needs to stay in that position as long as he possibly can and pull this game up.
Exactly. And he's bringing that AT gun up to kill that damaged Puma. We got Nebel shots landing all around it. And the AT gun gets set up improperly and just takes a shot at some Volksgrenadier. And meanwhile, those rifles and Rangers are just getting absolutely tore up. Those Rangers really need to get out of there. And it looks like a damaged gun. Can he make the kill? Make the counter snipe, and it takes too long. And that MG is ripe to be taken back by the Wehrmacht once again. Aimstrong's just waiting for that counter snipe. Oh, and it gets revealed by a casualty and it goes down! Oh, beautiful! I'm not sure he saw that guy laying down there on the ground, but that was definitely something he should have been watching out for, and he got a little bit too eager to drain some more manpower and he lost it.
Yeah, I can just imagine that Ranger who was dying on the phone, he was like, there he is, and then he just takes the
Yeah. With his dying breath, he was able to turn the tide of the battle right there.
Well, the KT's here now, so let's see if Aimstrong's prepared enough.
I don't know, it's looking like he's getting some mines down there right on the choke at the bridge. He's got a second set of mines. He's got Almost a 3 cap completed, about to capture that last 15 munition. He's got his Ranger squad all fresh now. He's got the sniper advantage, just looking real good for Aimstrong right now. And his own mine just got blown up by a Nebelwerfer burning. And damaged engine on the KT immediately.
300 points.
He's got to move those AT guns in quickly.
Yeah, Seb needs to be careful. I mean, he needs to not be too eager with that with the KT. I mean, he should be using it as his infantry in front and the KT behind, because a damaged engine can ruin your game against the 2 AT guns that he has positioned in the mid. He has sticky bombs, he has rangers. I mean, if Seb isn't careful, you know, Aimstrong will just encircle that beast and just completely destroy.
Yeah, well, he needs to draw it back and get it repaired immediately, get that damaged engine done before it takes too much damage. And you know, sometimes you get a damaged engine and it just keeps on taking so many hits you can never get the engine repaired. But the problem was he didn't have any pioneers until just now. Oh, they're busy with the Puma. But yeah, if he doesn't get that KT drawn all the way back, he's gonna have some serious issues getting it back into play. And forcing another full retreat off the field. Nebel's coming down those AT guns, but I think they're going to make it. Nope, one goes down. Still got one AT gun, though, being spotted for by that sniper. And that KT's got nowhere to back up to. He's going to have to drive forward to get back into the base.
Yeah, this AT gun is, well, it has some support nearby, but I mean, it's a bit too vulnerable for my liking. You know, the infantry could easily just come across. I mean, the Puma's now here as well, so it's a bit vulnerable.
Oh, he doesn't get the sticky off. And he's got no support for those. If he can't move that second one to cover the first, that Puma's going to be able to take them both out in succession.
Oh, wow. Losing that rifle squad again is like, he should have retreated. Like, you know, you shouldn't take risks at this point in the game.
Yeah. And he's bringing his guys out of his base without even reinforcing. Both AT guns go down. He's saving up for an off-map comm group, but I think he would have been better trying to maintain what he had rather than going for new stuff. Oh, Puma dies to an engineer mine. That engineer just got vet too. Looking a little bit less bleak, but oh, off map right on that half track, forcing a retreat of everything he's got.
Yeah, it looks like Aimstrong's like, okay, he's starting to claw his way back in. I need to bleed these VPs as much as possible now, so the longer he holds those 3, the easier he can probably like win the game. So using barrage as well.
Oh wow, that sniper picked off that grenadier on the retreat. Half track goes down, loses a grenadier and a pyro squad in there. KT's crawling forward into the AT guns with his damaged engine. Blew up the other AT gun, but he just gets a fresh off-map combat group, the rifle AT gun, M8, and a freaking M10. So that's double AT weapons. This KT is in some serious trouble.
It's like, you know, the VPs are ticking out as well, so he's really under a lot of pressure now.
Yeah, he's got to be aggressive, but he's got to recover the KT as well, because once that thing goes down, this is really not much he's going to be able to do. And it's completely immobilized with its side towards the AT guns. Volk's charging that AT gun, but the support's coming in. At this point, he could just mortar barrage that King Tiger to death, and there really wouldn't be much he could do about it.
Then that gives like an instant veteran C3 for mortars.
Yep. Got a bike coming in to chase his sniper out. Sniper getting half health. Oh wow, the mortar team dies to his own mine.
So there's an M8 scouting his base for some reason.
Probably trying to kill retreating squads. Yep, just got one. And he's about to lose a sniper to that bike if that M8 doesn't make his shot. Rangers hit him once, and that bike might make it. Oh, MG Nuts just saves his sniper. And the King Tiger is just a sliver of health left. I think he's going to try and make the kill with the Rangers just to give them some hardcore veterancy right away. Which is always a nice thing to do.
A propaganda war saved up, so...
Oh, and there he goes, Vet 2. Oh, wow. Well, it's game over. He's got nothing left except a Nebelwerfer. And that is the end. Very spectacular game between these two amazing players. Just the momentum shifts back and forth was really quite incredible, really.
Yeah, I was surprised how I thought, wow, Seb is going to make a really good comeback this game, just having him pinned pretty much at his own bridge. But then suddenly, you know, he just kept on going, and suddenly Aimstrong just found a way through, pushed him back, and then Seb came back, and then Aimstrong just seemed to just... Once Aimstrong got that secure lead with the off-map combat group, and like the mines in the center losing grenadier squads, and like the sniper picking off the one guy left as well, like, you know, it was just going downhill for Seb right there.
Yeah. Overall, though, an incredible game.
Well, I guess that wraps about Game 3, so we're going to see if Seb can pull this one back or if Aimstrong can go for the win in Game 4. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back after a short break.